Hey guys, welcome back to our Bali Life Unfiltered podcast. Today we're thrilled to welcome someone who has made an incredible impact in Bali. Veruschka is the founder of the beloved Mums in Bali Facebook group, which has now evolved into a full-fledged app supporting mums living here. On top of the building community, she's also a talented fashion designer and runs her own boutique here in Bali.
We're excited to dive into her journey from moving around the world to creating a thriving community to following her passion for fashion. Veruschka, welcome to the podcast.
Hey guys, thank you for having me.
We're very excited for this one.
All right, well, let's start with how you got to Bali.
I got to Bali. So, before Bali, I was living in Hong Kong, but previously from Hong Kong, I was in Jakarta, and I would always have a girls trip to Bali, and Bali is an hour away from Jakarta, and it's just always there. But it's very different from traveling solo into having a whole family. And then when we were in Hong Kong, that's where we got married, and we just had Bali as our exit of just like the whole visa exit and everything. And then we saw Bali as a great place, and we just thought that this is a place that we can start our family.
Yeah, amazing. So how many years have you been in Bali now?
Okay, 7, 8.
Yeah.
Yes, 8. Yeah, I just don't know how time flew.
Yeah.
So I had both girls here, and it's been amazing. It's been an amazing journey. It's a bit of everything. I would say it's still home. It's still Indonesia, but with an international flair.
Yes.
You know, so, and then it's away from buildings, infrastructure, but, you know, it's Bali life, and we're embracing it. And this is home.
Yeah. So it is home for you. Yeah.
It is home.
You have traveled a lot throughout your years.
Yes.
You've been to, you've lived in a lot of places.
I have lived, yes, a lot around the world. When I was a baby, I was born in Jakarta, and then by a couple of months moved to Sydney. I was in Sydney for 6 years, and then moved to Madrid, Spain, and then Romania, Bucharest, and then I was in Munich, Germany, and and then back to Jakarta, and then Hong Kong, and then Bali.
That is a lot of places. I knew most of them. But some of them I didn't know.
Yeah, that's a lot of traveling and packing. But when I was a little girl, it was not pleasant because you thought that you established all of your friends and everything, and then by the time before you know it, you're packing again.
Yeah.
And you're moving to a different country, a different culture, and you were a kid, so you pick up a few stuff, you adjust, and but it's built who I am, and being very culturally diverse, and adapting to basically everything. So anything that's going my way, like, oh, okay, I think I can do that.
Yeah. You're a woman of the world.
Yeah, the world.
Can you speak German?
No, I speak Spanish.
I thought, yeah.
Yeah.
You did. Yeah, cool.
Yeah. So who are you in Bali with now? So you're married and you have 2 kids, right?
Yes. Got married in Hong Kong, and then 2 girls, 7 and 5. And then we thought that we were gonna be here after our eldest Vivian after giving birth. Okay, let's just see how it is. We still weren't sure. We were just a very young family, just starting out. Should we just give birth in Bali and then go back to Hong Kong? So we weren't really sure what we were doing, and it grew with us. So because Bali is, you have a bit of everything, and then all of the people you meet, all of the whole community, the whole people that you cross paths with, it's just an amazing feel that you're home away from home, because the people that you meet makes it home.
Yeah. So many like-minded people here. I think we're all here for a similar reason.
Yeah,
we definitely found that as well, and I think that's what keeps everyone here.
it keeps everyone grounded. It's hard to leave because you're away from family, but the people you find here becomes family. And it's a great support system, and then they are your people, they are your little tribe.
Do you think you'll leave? Like, do you have any
we have no plan. So I think Bali is it.
Yeah.
It's just home, I guess, for now.
Yeah, amazing.
Yeah.
Were there any challenges of living in Bali? Because I know there are the great things you've mentioned, but is there any struggles here, the things that are hard?
Yes, that's very interesting. I think that's everyone's, daily challenges here and there. I would say probably even, infrastructure for sure.
Mm-hmm.
I just feel the whole Bali community came out of nowhere of just like how everyone's just moving here, and the island was quite fragile and it expanded before it was even ready as infrastructure wise.
You're right.
Do you think it grew quite a lot straight after COVID, or was it already growing before that?
It was already growing. I would say it was already growing. It already had a lot of potential. Maybe I would say 6 years ago. Yes, so I would say Brawa was, when before Fins and everything that was already, everybody was like spotting that, and it was emerging. And then the whole tourist area was Seminyak, and then now it's Canggu, and then now it keeps on going further away. And then, so basically, infrastructure, I would say, and then medical. I wouldn't say that it's a bad thing because, well, it is a bad thing, sorry. I would just like say because Bali is an island life, like you wouldn't go to any other holiday destination island, just to give birth or like have a surgery because, you go to the city. That's, I think, one of the first things that are missed within Bali of just like, oh, how come Bali's here, this and that. But people forget that this is a holiday island. We don't have the equipment. And I think even from the capital cities and then the whole infrastructure within the whole nations, even in other countries, like, okay, you're a holiday island, like, whole distributions and infrastructure go to the capital cities or even the major cities. But it would be nice. And I see today that there are more medical facilities that are being open. Lots of specialists are in the island now. And then how supplies are getting here more. And the tourism, and then even, I wouldn't say just tourism, I think residency are really kicking off.
Yeah.
So if you don't mind me asking, I think a lot of, especially mums that are here, do get concerned about having babies here.
Yeah.
Did you have a good experience or like fair experience?
Yes. So I discovered I was pregnant in Hong Kong, and then we checked and everything. And, first time mom, like, what do I do? What do I do? Like, how does this work and everything? So I was in good hands in Hong Kong. And we know that we're going to give birth in Bali. And then I'm Indonesian, so I speak the language. So I, pretty much know what's going on. I have my concerns. I wasn't afraid of asking questions, or any other mother should not even be afraid of like asking all of these questions. So it was a great experience for me. And then you had the facilities, price wise, it was amazing. So what you get in Hong Kong, you'd be like in a I don't know, like in a basic hospital, where here you get a VVIP exclusive room. But aside from the facilities, I was quite happy with the whole process of the giving birth. And it was an emergency. I wouldn't say emergency. It was like, it wasn't a scheduled C-section, but I had 3 hours. We had 3 hours to decide of what we were gonna do, and then we just chose that, okay, like we're just gonna have a C-section. And a shout out to Siloam. They did an amazing job of the I'd say the object. Yeah. So he was just very hands-on. I would like text him at 3 a.m. in the morning, like, I have a contractions, like, okay, come. It wasn't it. So I was harassing him. I was just like, this hurts. So he was just very hands-on, and I felt very welcome. I felt very, 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 very safe. A lot of people were asking me, or even I would hear stories of people asking, are they hospitals in Bali, or are they doctors in Bali? And then here am I, like, giving
It's reassuring to hear good stories.
Yes, it is.
Here they're not so good. But
they are always a hit and miss. There's always mixed reviews, and then and it could even happen anywhere. It could be happening in a first world country. It could be happening like in a very prestigious hospital, and then mix-ups, human error happens. So it could happen to anybody, but I was just grateful enough
Yes.
that I had a very smooth delivery, and all of the medical equipment was basically there
Yeah,
Yeah.
great.
to help.
I'm glad you had a good experience. I think that's
Ah.
reassuring for people.
Yes,
moving in
twice.
and want to have babies.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
so
yes.
wonderful. That's really good.
Mhm.
So let's like think back to when you were like growing up, and how you ended up you got into fashion.
Yeah.
So was this from a young age?
It was, but I started off as a stockbroker.
Oh,
Yes,
really?
I was trying to get my license.
Yeah.
It was very thrilling because I was very young, and it was like a whole male dominated industry.
Yeah.
I was one of the youngest. I was like looked
Yeah.
down on.
Where were you?
I was in Jakarta.
Yeah.
I was working for one of the top three brokerage
Yeah.
in Jakarta, and then start from the bottom, and then I think I did quite well, and then I got promoted. I got my own little team to train.
Well done.
And then, yeah, it was good. It was great. It was just, 6 a.m. in the office after partying and everything. Yeah, you still had your stamps on,
I bet you-
reeking of smoke. Those were the days.
And you could actually pull up the next
Yes,
slide.
yeah, I was 20. I got this. I know, right? And then I was in front of the screen, and the whole adrenaline. I love the whole system. I love everything about finance and everything. And then yeah, I think my dad intervened. I was just like, okay, slow down. Is this something you want to do? Is this something, because once you're there, you just keep on going up, right?
Yeah.
And then I went back to school. And then I went back to school, and then I got another degree, and then it was fashion business. And then I was like, okay, I think I'm quite interested.
Mhm.
So it wasn't just designing, it was just more monetizing and making a business out of it.
Yeah.
So I started off with that, and before designing, before I had my label, I had my multi-brand shop. It's a boutique, and I would go to Fashion Week, New York, Paris, and Milan just to buy all of these brands like Marchesa, BCBG, Hervé Leger, J. Mendel, all of those
Yeah.
brands, couture into daily wear as well. And then did that for a while. It was amazing. That was, it was the days of just like fashion.
Mm.
It was glamorous, but behind the scene is just always, it was a lot.
Yeah.
It was a lot of work, but looking back, it was great having that experience, and had a whole year off. And then I was like thinking, what should I do? I was like traveling around. I was like, what should I do? Like, okay, get back into fashion, but then develop my own brand. And it has been around for maybe 12 years now. Yeah. Yes. So yeah. I was like, what, 12 years? I was like, really? I had to double count again. Yeah. So it's been 12 years. So yeah, like 20 years in fashion.
Yeah, amazing.
Yes.
So did you have the store in Hong Kong first?
No, it's in Jakarta.
It was in
So it's in Jakarta. We were in Grand Indonesia. Grand Indonesia was new. We were right next to it's Harvey Nichols.
Oh.
Yeah, so we were just like head to head with Harvey Nichols. We would have events. We would have all of these fashion shows. So it was just that very, very glitzy type of fashion. But behind the scene, I was still in school, so I would just literally do all of my chores on the plane, the 18-hour flights to New York, and then typing, and then coming back, and then just like, jet lags, meetings, and then all of these.
Yeah, that's amazing. So about your boutique, what kind of items do you stock in your store?
It was the previous one or Agua?
Agua, the one
Okay.
now.
Yeah.
So what have you got now?
So now I have a label. It's called Agua De Alma. And then I started off with women's swim and resort wear. It was probably one of the first in Jakarta because everything was streetwear. It was just very, very, all of the labels were just very high fashion. But we live an hour to Bali, and then there's not really much to wear.
Yeah.
So I launched the swimwear and then kimonos and resort dresses, and then it was a blast, and it had a very, very good positive feedback. And then we do kimonos, dresses, and everything, beach accessories. And after I had the girls, Now we have kids wear.
Yeah.
Kids swimsuits, kids wear, and then the kids, and then the brand grew with the kids.
Yeah.
And Vivian now she's also co-designing and co-sourcing.
That's awesome.
Yes, so she's really involved, even in the store, like floor, floor management.
How old was she? 7? 8?
She's 7. She's 7 now, but she's been involved for the past year and a half with like designing. She loves her one shoulders.
See that?
She's like, "Mommy, I love this." It's like, "What is that?" Like, "Oh, one shoulders." "Mommy, I like the one like this." Like, "Oh, Sabrina's."
Yeah.
So she knows all the terms now. Like, "Mommy, we should do like one shoulders in animal prints." So she's obsessed with animal prints and sequins.
Yeah.
So it's nice involving them in work, and then they know the value of like work, career, and then also like creativity as well. Yeah.
Fun. And where can people find your store, just for people watching?
So Agua de Alma, we only have one store because that's the only store that I can just manage at the moment. With a tight schedule. It's in Pantai Brava. It's in Jalan Semat. So it's across from, I wouldn't say across, it's in the same street as Baked. So it's just there. And there's a new shortcut that's just been developed. Yes. So there is a shortcut from the Canggu shortcut, and they're making another shortcut. So it's right in front of the store. And then
Where's that shortcut going?
It's
Canggu?
So yeah, it still goes to Canggu. It's in the light. No. It goes into so if you know where Tiny is, so it goes into that road behind Tiny up into Jalan Semat.
Oh, cool.
So as soon as you get out of the shortcut, that's the store. And then now I'm in pressure, like I need a facelift. Like I'm already like having like
I wonder if they'll like
the
direct the
decorators.
traffic to like
Probably
sometimes they
because
do
I
that.
think it's just a bit too much, like the whole intersection of like the whole Canggu shortcuts and into so they're making another one. And it's it's quite a long road, like and then they're gonna do, I don't know, this is what I heard, like apartments, and they're gonna do like some stores underneath. So yeah, development is
hot off the press.
Oh yeah, that's it.
Wow, that'll be good.
I see it every day. Like it's just like, oh, you have like all of the workers there, and then it's just right in front of the store. So it's gonna be very, very busy. So I'm just under a bit of a pressure just to like have a facelift of the decorations of the whole facade of the store. Yeah.
With the fashion, you do the designs?
Yes, I do the designs. We had a creative director from the start, and then and that turns into a signature. And then, yes, now I develop, I do operations and design as well. We keep the best sellers because we have a few items that we probably sold over like 200 of the dress, and that it just keeps on producing years and that. So we just keep the classics, and then we just try here and there of new collections. We try to have it kind of timeless as well, because if it's resort, it's resort, not too much fuss and everything.
And where do you get them made?
Here in Bali.
Oh.
So everything is like locally sourced and made. We have all of the Balinese ibus, and especially during COVID, we never shut. We kept on producing.
Oh.
So we had online sales from Jakarta or even from Australia. Yes, and Singapore. So we just kept on producing, and I was very, very happy to know that the whole team of women of doing the whole production was supporting their family. Because tourism was dead, the airport was shut, so they were the backbones. And I was just very happy and proud that Agua de Alma was just helping, being that backbone for their families.
That's great.
Yeah.
And how do you find it overall running the business here? Is it
smooth
sailing?
Again, going back to Bali, it's a tourist destination. So you have like the high lows of like, low season, high season. You have a very massive flow. There's a time that I would just probably have a very few customers, and then at one day my sales girls could not even sit down. There was just like, it was just like nonstop. So you have that whole balance. But being again like the whole challenge, I feel very inspired being here because you have a lot of creatives and their brands. And it's not just Indonesians. You have a whole platforms of creatives here having their labels. So it inspires you like not to be lazy and then just like, okay, I gotta up this. It's like, like everyone's innovating, everyone's being creative, and you're inspired because you have like people from different backgrounds who are just like bringing their own story into form. And then you just can't keep on doing what you do. You just have to keep on innovating, and you have to keep on being creative. So I would say that's a challenge, but that's also kind of like an inspiration, and then also kind of like, okay, I need to always be in the game type of thing. Yeah.
So moving on, I guess, to Mums in Bali.
Which we've said that's how we met.
We've touched.
I'm so happy to do that.
I used it so much even before I think we moved here. I was just scouring it for all the information from all the other mums.
Yeah.
So this is Mums in Bali Facebook group. So tell us how it all started.
It started during during COVID, and that's when Evelyn was born, and she was COVID baby, and we didn't really have much to do. So, and then again, second time mom, still had no idea what I was doing. Both kids are just different, and then like it always like, who's your best advice coming from? A fellow mom. As much as you ask like a lactation consultant or like a pediatric, your fellow mom is like the best advice that you can get. And then it started very small. It's like maybe 30 members, just like thinking like, okay, let's just keep it small and everything. But then it grew and grew and grew.
Did it just grow organically?
And then if anything, per month we'd have to decline around like 100 to 200 people, just because we go through every profile so it doesn't spam. And also we had a few situations where they would probably make a fake account of a kid or something, but I'm very thorough. And then just also being like one of the, being the founder and then the admin as well, I have to click into every single profile and then just make sure, is this legit or not? Because there has been cases that has been reported by fellow moms, or even when I was screening itself, the groups that they're also affiliated to was kind of adultish.
Understood.
And what are you doing in a mom's group? And I know that there's a lot of kids' pictures being exposed within the group. So yes, being the founder and then also admin, I think that's my responsibility to keep the group safe. So talking about like how it grew into like over 10,000 members, those are all real moms, opposed to anybody who's doing anything, dodgy.
Or even kind of sell things. I see that in other pages.
Yes.
They get sneak in.
Yeah, they sneak in. We'll talk into that. That's like another business thing. But then we have like tour guides and everything, or even other businesses or somebody trying to promote. There is a lot, and I would also love to help their business. So that's why we created the platform of the Moms in Bali community app, that we can just like filter and funnel all of those businesses into the app, into that directory. But what we don't permit is like anybody spamming about like holiday rental villas or anything that's not aligned within the community guidelines, just to keep everyone safe. And it's like a safe place to people to share and not just say like, okay, I need a nanny now, or I need a car. So this is where I feel like Moms in Bali is a really trusted platform where everyone is really, really asking a question and appreciating anybody's answer.
I agree with that. It's a very like safe space, and the right questions being asked by people inside there.
And people are kind generally with the answers. With a lot of other Facebook groups, people can be quite dismissive
and
or
judgy.
rude or
Judgy
judgmental.
or trolls.
I think we have that.
We don't. We don't allow that. Like, just no mom shaming. This is a safe place. This is moms.
So for anyone that hasn't already, please jump onto the Facebook group Mums in Bali.
Yes, Moms in Bali. We're on Facebook, so please join us.
And from that, you've also created.
Yes, so we have the whole Moms in Bali community app. It's just where sometimes in Facebook it gets lost. Like you post something and then the algorithm, everything, we have at least 50 comments pending a day. So we sometimes have a mom like, can you please release my post? It's like, yes, I would see if I will filter it out. If it's like very, very urgent, then I'll let it go. But if it's like something of just a question here and there, I understand everyone's urgencies. But like if you release 50 posts a day, like I wouldn't say even a day, like in the morning.
You have help?
I do have help, but it's mostly me because I just really want to have like the whole hands-on. I just want to make sure it's in line, there's nothing offensive, and it's from a true profile as well. So, yeah, just going back again, there is just where we have the Moms in Bali community app, where all of the events, we have events because we always have lots of moms asking for offline meetups or play dates or even ladies night that we're doing soon. We have a directory as well. So we have lots of moms here, even residents or people moving into Bali, they have no idea where to start. Just like anybody moving to a foreign country, your first time, bringing your family, and you are the person. You are the backbone of the family as a mom, trying to figure out what school to go to, what playground, which restaurant, what event can I meet other families.
Yeah.
So we have everything that filled into our app, and then the whole directory. We have expanded from, again, like maybe 50 businesses. We have over 200 now, and that has grown organically as well. And all of those businesses, they offer a discount just for our Moms in Bali subscribers. So the subscription is only like $5 a month, but the value, I would say, over 3,000 or even 5,000 if you use all of the discounts.
Yeah, I would say
so it's amazing.
Cheap.
Yes, it's super cheap. Yes,
Exactly.
but those are the privileges. Like this is the privileges I want to give for moms in Bali.
Yeah.
So.
And what are some of the places that people can get discounts or that are partnered with the...
We have, to name a few, we are partnered with Mukilan, with Tiny, Park Life, My Mind, Kids Soho, Aero X Space, sorry. Clip and Climb, which is opened.
Oh,
yes,
I went
that's
there
very
on the
interesting.
weekend.
Yes. Yeah, so they're partners. And then for F&Bs, we have like Milk and Madu, we have La Baraka, we have Mori, we have Bonito.
Amazing.
And then for retail, we have Agua De Alma, of course.
Yes.
We have Brawa Looks. For kids store, we have Indigo Kids. We have Nana De Alma. And then there's kids stores as kids stores as well, like from Uluwatu. So we have the whole scope of the whole Bali, regardless where you are.
Yeah.
So you can filter out if you're in Uluwatu, and then you can find whichever restaurant or whichever playground that you're looking for.
Yeah.
And then we even branched out to hospitality now, which is like hotels in general. We have TS Suites, and we have even the Haven as well. Okay. So we're partnering with a few hotels now, and then you have like discount rates, which is amazing. And each discount that you use already covers your subscription. If anything, if you're doing your mom math, you're profiting.
Yeah.
The mom math is
the mom math. Like always, like mom math are essentials, like for everything that you do for the household, like groceries or like even for self-care, even for educations and after school, just basically everything. And there's also we have a whole section of like self-care for moms. Because we need that, don't we?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, we have Alam Wellness, we have Wonder Sculpt, we have Beam and Bear laser and facials. Yeah. So we have great deals from there. And then it's a whole guide. Like some of the moms who just are on the app, they're like, we don't even know that these businesses exist. Yeah. So it's a good director and exposure for the businesses to have like this exposure, and then they offer this discount that our subscribers can claim to.
Yeah, right. And what about these events? You run the Moms in Bali events from time to time. How often are they?
I would say maybe 3 times a month. Yes, that's a lot. Yeah, because preparation takes around 2 to 3 weeks prior, because we'll have to talk to the venue, to everyone who's involved, who are the talent, who are the expert speakers, who are involved into the rundown of the event. And we have 2 weeks, at least 2 weeks for promotions, just to get the word out, because we always have a birthday party, or we always have a staycation. So it really makes a difference when you promote 2 weeks prior to the event. Yes.
I don't know how you fit it all in. Oh my God.
I still don't know.
Easy. Yes. Well done.
So how many members are on the app at the moment, and is it just continually growing?
It's continually growing, because I would say Facebook is the actual platform, but we're still slowly migrating. So we have over 200 members now and subscribers. So we're just very happy how it's slowly and then people are trusting, and how everyone is just like, I can't believe I'm getting all of these deals. I can't believe, even I go to Uluwatu, I can go to Ohana's and then still get a deal, or like I'm a priority, I'm a VIP, just because I'm a Mom in Bali subscriber. So you have the whole, feel and everything. It's just make easy, because every single directory there is a Google link for the maps. There is a link for the Instagram, and there's a link for the phone number for the reservation. So everything is there.
It's easy.
So you just need to click rather than just like see the name, and then you have to look for the name in Instagram and everything. So it's all nice and compact in an app.
How long did it take to do the app?
So we're on so the app is on Circle, so it's like a community. So it's a community app. So I would say on Circle, so we just like migrate all of the information. It's different to other apps in general. So it's not, you wouldn't input like Moms in Bali in Google Store. So you'll have to go to Circle, and then you have to download, and then you have to input your profile, and then your account and everything. To sign up to the app, you'll have to go into our website and sign up into www.momsinbali.com, and then you fill in your details, and then an email invite will be sent to you, and then it redirects you to the app. But to answer your question, it took a good 2 weeks to migrate, all of the 2-3 weeks to migrate, and a lot of bug fixes here and there. So it was up and running. It was up and running before, I'll probably say December, November. Yeah.
Cool. And how do you balance all of this? Like, you do a lot. You're a busy woman. So you have your businesses, you're a mom, and helping out in general in the community. Like, how
I still don't know. That's a great question I asked myself. So like just for instance, like today's schedule was dropping off the kids, and then coming back, and then juicing for my husband, and then running here and getting ready, running here. I have 2 appointments at the store, and then have to head out to a workshop for Agua, because we have to get ready for the summer and cruise collection that needs to be launched, and we're still doing samplings and everything, and need to be hands-on because the sample needs to be right before production. So that, and go home again and cook for the family, and then have a dinner. So that's my whole day today. It's just always it's like Groundhog Day, but it's interesting. But I'll try to be there. I'll try to like always plan ahead like a week, and then I just have everything in the calendar. It works better. Like, it's a lot, but if you're organized, you kind of get it. You enjoy it, and then I'm probably already done by like 6 and 7, and then I'm done for the day. That's when I relax, unwind, hang out with the kids, and but I think it's also part of my character. I think if I don't have something, like, I need that hit. Of just being in fashion, and it's just like, I just feel, I would say I've outgrew it, but because every day it's just always a challenge. I always need to innovate in everything. And then Moms in Bali kind of come out of nowhere,
Yeah.
to be honest.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of either members or even businesses working with us, and then even skincare brands and everything that are just using Moms in Bali as a platform to showcase their brand or their business. And the moms are just like, where can we go? What can we do? Do you have any events? So we're just like this platform. And so my focus is there at the moment with everything around, everything else on the side. But yeah.
You're juggling very well.
Juggling, it's the whole juggle, and then like the whole meetings, the whole gym, and just cooking and being a mom and try to be there for pickups and drop-offs.
Very well.
How do you fit in, life, fitness or life?
Yeah, it's not to say it's the planning, like,
Right.
it's the planning, and then put everything on the calendar.
Yeah, I do that. Yeah, you live by that. Yeah.
And it's such a great feel, to be honest. I put that in.
Yeah.
Sometimes when there's like nothing to do, it's like, what can I do?
Yeah.
I get nervous.
Yeah. Do you have a favorite thing out of all of the things that you do? Is there something that you really enjoy the most that you look forward to doing?
In what sense?
Do you love like meeting people, the clients or the businesses that you're working with, or do you enjoy doing the Mums in Bali Facebook, or do you like doing the designing? What's like your favorite thing that maybe?
I like development.
Yeah.
So like more of a business development in both sides of like from Agua into and also from Mums in Bali, because Moms in Bali is just very, it's a baby. I would say it's still a baby, and then sometimes it's growing, and then you'd have like all of these people asking different stuff, and then asking for all of these collabs, and then sometimes you just sit and wonder like, where is this going? And then it's nice to see where it develops into. So I would say like I like to do I like doing like brand developments or even like idea develops and stuff like that. So that's one thing that I like to do.
Yeah, great. So any challenges generally of like raising your family in Bali and running a business at the same time? Are there any challenges you face?
It would probably, sometimes the hit and miss in times, but families comes first. Like I'd always want to be there for the kids, and eldest is 7. She has her own life now, basically. And it's just like, and then when they grow up, like, we have another 3-4 years until she's a, preteen, and then, has her own little life. I have only those years to have with her, and and then it's just you get emotional just thinking about it, and then like, wait, what? You're gonna be 8 this year?
I feel the same.
And then they're their own little people. They know, they have their own little personality already. So I would work everything around that, and I would just like juggle all of that around it. Try to be there as much, and then that's probably it.
Cool. Do you have any tips for people moving over? Mums moving to Bali?
Yes. I would say, oh gosh. It's just kind of like you have to basically dive in and then just swim.
Right?
I could sugarcoat it, but that's probably it. Like I'm Indonesian, and I was in Hong Kong, and Bali is a different place, like from Jakarta. And especially if like you're going with the whole family, or you're giving birth, like you're just thinking about the whole thing. But it's good to know there are a lot of families relocating that are requesting to be added into the Moms in Bali group. And again, it's a forum where, what do I do? So they have all of these questions and everything, and answers from fellow moms, and then asking like all of these questions as much as possible, and then maybe also written reviews. We're also working with a business. It's called Are You Here in Bali? So they're doing relocating for families who are just basically like how to and what to. So and then when she's doing relocating, we are doing like, okay, you're here, this is what you're gonna do, opposed to like, these are the preps of, these are the ins and outs, and then the cultural differences, and then also which area to live in. It's good to do a lot of research as well.
Yeah.
Because what you hear and what you read is totally different.
So different.
It's just like us traveling. You're going to a different country and then you're like, okay, I got this. We're going to go to this restaurant.
Yeah.
And sometimes you're just like, you come home and like, we didn't go to this place.
Yeah.
So it's just, again, like, you just like jump in and then you just like swim.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Yeah.
So what's next for you? Anything exciting coming up? Are we just growing Moms in Bali?
Yeah. So, so we're still developing and then we're having a lot of requests. Like we're working with a lot of people right now, like businesses, venues, brands as well. It's a good exposure for them. It's a good content for us as well. We're having a little ladies' night with one of our venue partners. And because we've been having a lot of family play dates or a mommy and me play dates. I've been getting a lot of messages like, when are we going to hang out? Just us. So we have like a lot of people already like RSVPing and like just getting the tickets already. That's like maybe already around 20. We haven't even really posted on Facebook yet. Yes.
Coming.
So that's like a ladies and mompreneurs. So if you guys have a name card or anything, it's good to network because some of the members that I know, they have been telling me like, how can I promote to just to promote what I do, or like find a fellow mom that is interested in like working with me and everything. So it's a nice little community where you get to like express your creativity and what you do as well into that night.
Yes.
And then this is where it's inspired because there is a lot of our members who are their different backgrounds and you get so inspired. And again, like
that's what I love about Bali.
Yes, like how do you do this? Like we're doing something and then you ask somebody else like how do you do this? So sometimes it's nice comparing notes. It's just like, oh yeah, I do this, I do that. There's this extra kids activity, extra activity here and there. And you just get into like your whole little community of just like, and then you end up being friends like you guys. Like this is where I'm so happy where, this is like the product of, of what I was like, trying to achieve. And this is just something that's just, and then I did a speak one time in Pro Ed and she was saying that how she has teenagers and she met her best friend who's a fellow who has kids or teenagers as well, and they've been friends basically forever. So and then she's like, oh yeah, I met my bestie at Moms in Bali. And I was like, oh really? Cool. So it'd be interesting to have like a little post about like
you should ask people to
tag tag your bestie that you met on this community group.
Oh, that's a great story.
Okay,
cool. So just for our listeners, where can people find you? So the Facebook group, you can just type in Moms in Bali.
Facebook group, find us on Moms in Bali, and then on Instagram, Moms in Bali as well, and then our website, momsinbali.com.
Cool. We will pop all these links in the description on the episode. Easy to find. We just want to say a huge thank you for being our guest today.
Thank you so much, guys.
So happy.
Great. And I also have a little gift for you.
Oh my goodness. Yes.
A little birdie told me it might be your birthday.
Yeah.
Is it tomorrow?
It's tomorrow.
Happy birthday.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much for having me. And can I also say like how amazing you guys are doing this? Like this whole podcast, everyone can listen. And then something that all of the moms trying to relocate, because we know the moms are the backbones and the life of families of just like, what do we do?
If it helps.
Yeah.
You.
Cool.
Yes.
Thanks.